New construction in Austin, Texas, with an amazing view right here. So this is the Las Cruces plan built by Westin Homes. We're looking at 5 bedrooms, 5.5 bathrooms, a 4-car garage, and just shy of 5,600 square feet. It's currently listed just above $2.7 million at the time of recording this video. The address is 944 Bristol Creek Bend, technically in Austin, Texas, but we're right on the border of Austin and Lakeway. Most people consider this Lakeway, Texas. Wait until you see the game room upstairs with that incredible view. There's also a downstairs flex area that's unique, especially for homes in master plan communities like Rough Hollow. All right, the main living area, you've got upgrades in the kitchen on the right that we're gonna see in just a minute. Check out these huge sliding glass doors on the left side that look out to an amazing view and a massive backyard patio. There's a fireplace in this living room that looks incredible with these tall ceilings. The different design elements throughout this space really come together beautifully. The way natural light flows through here is something special. And wait until you see how this connects to that unique flex area I mentioned. Moving into the kitchen, we have cabinetry on 3 walls, and there's even more cabinets built into this large kitchen island. I love the ceiling design with all the accent lighting around this kitchen. That accent lighting plays such a big role in showing the movement in these kitchen countertops. Notice all those veins in various colors running through the countertops. It looks absolutely incredible. The way they've designed this space with the lighting brings out every detail in these surfaces. You can see how the light catches different parts of the countertop as you move around the room. Check out this 6-burner Wolf stovetop. They've got a backsplash that goes all the way up to the ceiling, following this beautiful designer vent hood. The colors in that kitchen backsplash really tie together all the colors throughout this entire kitchen. We've also got a single basin sink here with pendant lights above the kitchen island that accent the colors in this space perfectly. But what really stands out to me is all the cabinetry off the front of the home, along with those built-in appliances. This makes the kitchen feel so much larger than it already is. I really like how they added another sink over here with a window looking off to the front yard. You get natural light coming in while you're working at this second prep area, which is really nice. The functionality of having 2 sinks in a kitchen this size is something a lot of people tell me they really want. And with all this counter space, you've got room for multiple people to be cooking and prepping at the same time without getting in each other's way. I gotta tell you, this is the kind of kitchen setup that makes entertaining so much easier. Okay, moving on. The pantry here is all built-in cabinets, which might be polarizing for some people who want that wide open walk in pantry space. But what's unique about this plan is there's another butler's pantry right next to this one that has even more cabinetry. You're seeing those same great upgrades from the kitchen carried through to the butler's pantry. And there's a separate space here for what I believe is a second refrigerator. So between the main pantry and the butler's pantry, you've got tons of storage. Some people really prefer this cabinet style because everything stays organized and you can see exactly what you have. All right, let me show you something really special. We're heading to the downstairs flex area, which has an amazing view and it's massive. This is really important to have, especially in communities like Rough Hollow that are very lively and active. I'll talk more about why that matters when we get there. But I gotta tell you, this is one of those features that really sets this home apart from everything else you'll see. Quick look at the utility room here. They've got built-in cabinetry, a large window looking off the front of the home, and another sink. Now we're heading over to this dining room, which connects right in with the living room, so everything feels open concept. What's unique about this dining room is they put 3 transom windows above 3 already large windows. That brings in so much natural light throughout the day. With such a large front yard, when you're looking out these windows from the dining room, you get great privacy. What's even more interesting is if you're sitting on the opposite side of the table, looking out toward the living room, you see that incredible view through the living room windows. It creates this layered view effect that makes the whole space feel even more expansive. Now, if you're having a tough time imagining what this dining space looks like, check this out. We did a white and gold style with black as an accent, and as you'll see, we have quite a few rooms where we did transformations with furniture and decor. If you want full details on everything we did, click on the unlisted video link at the top of the description of this video or check out my profile. The natural light in here changes throughout the day, giving the room different moods from morning to evening. This is the kind of space that really shines when you're hosting dinner parties. All right, the living room has the fireplace on the left side, and they've got electrical above the mantle, which is perfect for mounting a TV. You can watch it from the kitchen and the dining room too. The light fixture in this living room provides a fun accent piece that matches up with the colors we saw in the kitchen, but it's really all about these sliding glass doors. They're massive and just open up this space tremendously. Your eyes can't help but look out at the beauty in that backyard. When these doors are open, it creates this seamless indoor-outdoor living experience that so many people are looking for. And speaking of outdoor living, wait until you see what's next. I gotta tell you, the way this room is positioned, you get morning light flooding in here, and it makes the whole space feel alive. This is definitely where you'll spend most of your time, whether you're just relaxing or entertaining friends and family. The patio has this hexagon tile on the floor with a dark soffit ceiling that plays really well off the lighter textures around this home. There's an outdoor kitchen here that's not quite finished since this was at the end of construction. I like how there's electrical on the wall, perfect if you want to add a TV or need an appliance on that outdoor kitchen countertop. They've got a good stone finish there too, but honestly, it's all about these views that are just incredible. You can see for miles from this patio. This is what makes outdoor living spaces like this so special in this area. And speaking of views, they get even better as we move through the home, especially from that upstairs game room I mentioned. The size of this patio gives you so many options for how you want to set it up. Standing here at the edge of the patio, looking at this backyard, this property sits on more than half an acre. That's unusual in such a large master plan community like Rough Hollow. You not only get a great view, but you get a lot of usable backyard space too. Let me tell you about Rough Hollow. This is one of the most established communities in the area with well over 1,000 homes. It's got 22 miles of hike and bike trails, a yacht club and marina exclusive to residents, weight rooms, fitness centers, and the Highland Village water-themed community center. That Highland Village amenity center is probably top 5 in the entire Austin metro area. You've got a children's zero-depth entry pool, splash pad, adult pool with swim-up bar, lazy river, event pavilion, playscape, tennis courts, pickleball courts, basketball courts, soccer field, sand volleyball, and a dog park. This gets people out of their houses and creates that community feel. Close by, you've got the square at Lakeway under construction with new townhomes, shopping, and restaurants. There's also Hill Country Galleria with 75 retail, dining, and entertainment experiences. And if you're into golf, there are country clubs all around Lakeway. Okay, moving into the primary bedroom, this has vaulted ceilings with a beam running across the center. You've got windows on 2 different walls that really open up the space, but people should imagine what it's like to wake up in this primary bedroom. You peel back the curtains off the back wall, and there's natural light coming in from everywhere. Right from your bed, you can see out for miles. That view in the morning is something special. The vaulted ceilings make this room feel even more spacious than it already is. With windows on multiple walls, you get cross ventilation and light throughout the day. This is the kind of primary suite where you actually want to spend time, not just sleep. You could set up a reading area by those windows and just take in the views. The beam across the ceiling adds that architectural interest without making the space feel heavy. A lot of people tell me this is exactly the kind of primary bedroom they're looking for when they move to Lakeway. Now I want to hear from you on what you think about this primary bathroom. There's a very polarizing floor tile here. You rarely see two-tone floor tiles like this, but it makes that lighter hexagon tile the accent piece. It really gets pulled out from all the other upgrades in this primary bathroom, like the light cabinets and light countertops. Let me know what you think about this below. Now there's also a freestanding tub here with a backsplash similar to what we saw in the kitchen. It goes all the way up to the ceiling and extends into the walk-in shower. What's cool is you do get a little bit of a view from the freestanding tub, though you'd have to have a pretty tall neck to really see out to that view while you're in the tub. I think it's just fun to have natural light coming in and a little bit of that view when you're getting in and out of the tub. The walk-in shower has a great floor tile with lots of movement in it. That same tile that ran across the freestanding tub, they ran it up to the ceiling in the walk-in shower too. There are also great sconces on either side of the vanities, which provide excellent light and serve as fun accent pieces. The double vanities give you plenty of space, and the storage underneath is really well designed. This whole bathroom feels like a spa retreat with these finishes. You're getting that luxury feel that you'd expect at this price point. The attention to detail in here matches what we saw in the kitchen and throughout the rest of the home. This is a primary bathroom where you'll actually enjoy spending time getting ready in the morning. The quality here is exceptional, and it really shows in every detail. I want to apologize to you all because I actually missed going to the second closet. There are two closets in this primary accessible through the primary bathroom. On both of them, you could take down the rods and shelves and really do a nice third-party closet build-out. With two closets, you don't have to fight for space. You can just divvy up the space between both closets evenly between you and your spouse. That's such a game changer for keeping things organized and avoiding those morning conflicts over closet space. Each person gets their own area to set up exactly how they want it. And with the quality of finishes we've seen throughout this home, you know, these closets are built to last. While we're walking, Westin is a production builder, but this series they're doing has a lot more custom upgrades than we normally see with production builders. You're gonna see that throughout this home tour. That ceiling design in the kitchen was very unusual to see in a production build and looked amazing, and so does this next part. Check out this front door. It's a very large swivel door that brings in a lot of natural light into this front entrance. This is a great design piece you see in a lot of custom builds. The study has double glass doors to enter, but most importantly, there are around 10 windows in the corner that bring in so much natural light. This study is very large, perfect for a work from home lifestyle. A lot of people move out to Lakeway because they can work from home and they're okay being a little further out of the city to get more space, better work from home setups, and amazing views. When you're working in a space like this with all this natural light and these views, it changes your whole workday. You can take a break, look out at the hills, and feel that peace that comes with being in this area. The study is positioned perfectly in the home too, away from the main living areas, so you can have quiet when you need to focus, but you're still connected to everything when you want to be part of the action. This is the kind of home office that makes working from home actually enjoyable. This secondary bedroom downstairs is very private. Both this bedroom and the study we just saw are on the opposite side of the flex area that we're getting to next, which you'd use for entertaining and watching ball games. So it's nice that these areas stay private from the entertainment areas of the home. This is also further away from the primary bedroom upstairs. A lot of people reach out to me saying they really value having a second bedroom downstairs because they have elderly parents or grandparents staying with them. They don't want them going up and down the steps, and having this space feel private is really important so their parents or grandparents can stay comfortably on the first floor. That's why this also has an ensuite full bathroom with a walk-in shower so people don't have to get in and out of a tub. There's great dark tile along the shower surround that goes all the way up to the ceiling. It really plays off the dark veins in the countertop and vanity. They extended that tile into the closet, which also has a window bringing in natural light. This whole setup makes it perfect for multi-generational living, which is becoming more and more common. The privacy and accessibility of this suite gives everyone their own space while still being together. You could also use this as a guest suite when you have visitors from out of town, which is really convenient. The quality of the finishes in here matches what we've seen throughout the rest of the home. Now let me show you the flex area, which is massive. We also have a game room upstairs with an incredible view. I'm also going to talk about the differences between Lakeway and other suburbs later in the video, so definitely stick around for that. You're going to see why so many people are choosing Lakeway over other areas around Austin. But first, wait until you see this flex space. It's one of those rooms that really makes this home special. A lot of people tell me this is exactly what they've been looking for, a separate entertainment space from the main living room. Before we get to the flex area, I want to show you something very surprising in this home. There's a mud bench here with more built-in cabinets. Through this garage entry door is a 4-car garage. 4-car garages aren't always unique, especially at this price point, but I love how you have one garage entry. A lot of people tell me they want their garage space combined, and that's exactly what you see here. You can get to both 2-car garages. One's a side entrance 2-car garage, another one's a street-facing 2-car garage. What we didn't see is this house has a very large driveway that curls up to the side of the home. The garage design is very cool from the outside too. If you want a better picture of that, just let me know. There's also great natural light coming through this garage. There's even a view off the street-facing garage that looks off the back of the home. I'm thinking maybe opening up this space to get the view while you're working on something in your garage would be cool, but don't worry, you'll see that view from many other places in this home. The 4-car garage gives you so much flexibility. You could use it for cars, storage, a workshop, whatever you need. This is the kind of garage space that a lot of people dream about having. So many people tell me they want an area that's not their living room where they can just hang out. It's private from the bedroom so they can be loud, watch a ball game, watch a movie, have fun, have people over, and entertain. But if somebody's sleeping on the first floor or upstairs, you're still private from those sleeping areas. For a lot of people, their living room has 20-foot tall ceilings, open to the second story, and that's where everybody hangs out. Sometimes when you're loud in that living room, it gets to other areas of the house. People sometimes complain they want the open concept house because it feels amazing aesthetically, but then they might feel like they're living on top of each other if that open living room is where everybody hangs out. That's why Westin put this flex area, this downstairs game room, whatever you want to call it, down here. It's got an amazing view with those 4 windows up the back wall. Looks like a beautiful picture when you're looking out those 4 windows. We're right next to the stairwell that heads upstairs. You can see into the backyard. And even though there's a road behind this home, there's not a lot of traffic because it's just homes down there. There's electrical up on the wall, perfect for a TV. This is a great way to entertain, especially in a big master plan community like Rough Hollow. These tend to be very lively, active neighborhoods. If that's the neighborhood you want to be in, you're probably going to have a lot of people over, and this is the perfect place to entertain them. It's massive, it's private, and it's got those incredible views that we've been talking about. Let me show you the patio door. We went out last time through the big sliding glass doors, but there's also an access way from here to get out to the patio. That's nice considering how big that patio is. You can do some grilling in your outdoor kitchen and bring it in through the patio door if you're watching a ball game in that big flex area. The flow between indoor and outdoor spaces in this home is really well thought out. Having multiple access points to the patio makes entertaining so much easier, especially when you've got a lot of people over, which happens often in Rough Hollow. This powder bathroom has beautiful design upgrades. There's a great pattern on the floor tile and sconces on either side of the mirror, which has a dark frame. The dark sconces provide great contrast against the lighter touches in this bathroom, but it's all about the views. There are views everywhere in this home, and of course at this price point, views in the powder bathroom are exciting. You want views captured everywhere, and that's what they did here. Even your guests will be impressed when they use this powder bathroom. Now we're walking upstairs, and this stairwell has these beautiful horizontal railings instead of those typical vertical balusters. There's also a huge window in the stairwell looking out to the view. You can't help but take in the views from everywhere in this home. Wait until you see what's waiting for us upstairs. The views just get better and better. The upstairs game room I've been teasing has the most incredible view you'll see. This upstairs game room has the most incredible view you'll see perched up on the second floor. For many homes with amazing views, sometimes it's only the second floor that has them because the tree line is right at the backyard. The first floor looks at trees, then you need to get to the second floor to get above them. What I love about this property is you have views from everywhere: the first floor living room, patio, downstairs game room, and now this upstairs game room. It really resonates with people who move to the Austin, Texas metro and want to be around beauty. The beauty is the driving factor of why they're coming here. More than that, it's the peace it brings them when they're looking out at beautiful greenery, views, and rolling hills. That's why people move to Rough Hollow. You can set this room up however you want. Some people make it a kids' play area, others use it as a second living room, some make it a game room with a pool table. Now we're gonna walk through and look at 3 bedrooms along with 3 full bathrooms up here. While we look at them, let me tell you about how Lakeway compares to other suburbs people consider for great topography first. Wimberley, Canyon Lake, and New Braunfels, all these have topography throughout. Wimberley has that hill country feel, Canyon Lake has the waterway, and western New Braunfels is close to Canyon Lake with rolling hills and forever home options. These towns are much more peaceful, serene, quiet, that get away from everybody atmosphere with a very rural feel, but they're significantly further from Austin than Lakeway. New Braunfels is actually closer to San Antonio. They're sandwiched in the Austin-San Antonio corridor, heavily relying on I-35, which is notorious for heavy traffic. Canyon Lake and Wimberley are west of I-35 with limited highway options. Lakeway is much more developed, closer to Austin Metro, with more amenities built in and better highway access despite some challenges. But the key differentiator is Lakeway has the most dramatic topography. This is what people talk about most. Lake Travis and the waterway running through Lakeway create incredible views from different areas throughout the community. The topography feels like more as you drive around. Even though those other areas have some topography, it's just not as dramatic. Lakeway's hills, views, and waterway combination is unique. People move to Lakeway and love it specifically for that dramatic topography. Then there's Lago Vista and Jonestown. They look close to Lakeway on a map, but they're not actually close in reality. There's no bridge over the waterway connecting them. You have to go around the waterway on Highway 620, drive across the bridge all the way around Lake Travis to get there. It's a significant distance despite appearing close on the map. Lago Vista and Jonestown have always been very quiet lake towns, much less developed than Lakeway. They have limited restaurants and shops, so residents lean on Cedar Park for amenities. People leave those areas to get to restaurants and shopping. It's a very quiet, peaceful existence. Lakeway is much more developed. It's been developed for decades with restaurants and shops built in. You don't have to leave the area for amenities. It's a more self-contained community with the Lake Town feel, but with modern conveniences. Now, let me tell you why people move to Lakeway from high-cost areas like California, Seattle, and other places with beautiful topography, but high costs. They're leaving because of the financial burden, high taxes, extremely high cost of living. They can't get ahead financially, but they're looking for more space for their money without giving up beauty. They don't want to sacrifice the topography and amazing views they have. When they see the rolling hills in Lakeway, they're so surprised. They say, I didn't know Texas had this. Now, these aren't the mountains of California or Colorado. It's a different type of beauty, but for the lifestyle you get, the cost of living comparison is dramatic. Compared to California, Seattle, major Northeast cities, Chicago, it's significantly less expensive. Even with Austin's growth, where it was the #1 fastest growing city in America for a while, it's still very affordable compared to where they're coming from. But here's the deeper emotional reason. It's about peace of mind. I can't tell you how many times people look out at an amazing view of the waterway or Lake Travis, sometimes right off their backyard. They take a deep breath, and you can see it in their face. That view gives them peace. That beauty gives them peace. That nature gives them peace. This is so important for so many people. Peace of mind is priceless. Lots of people think amazing views mean multi-millions, but you don't always have to pay that in Lakeway. Speaking of price points, what did you think of this price point? Just over $2.7 million at the time I'm recording this video. I think it's a very unique floor plan that almost feels like one of those sprawling one-story plans because it has so much square footage on the first floor. But then you still get this second floor with 3 more bedrooms, offering some great privacy within this home. Also, each bedroom getting its own dedicated bathroom is fantastic. I often hear from people that think square footage being as high as possible will get them privacy within their home, but it's actually each bedroom having its own bathroom and having multiple flex or hangout areas throughout the home is what makes it feel private while still feeling open concept. So, what did you think about this home? Did you like those amazing views? Let me know what you thought below. And if you want to see multiple rooms in this home staged with furniture and decor for design inspiration, scan the QR code on the right side of your screen. You can also sign up for a free weekly newsletter, which will email you home tours like this, but focus on the transformation of each space using furniture and decor at the top of the description of this video. Now, if you want to see another home tour, click on the right side of the screen. As always, hope this helps. Take care, everyone.